Hello, feminine. I'm I'm not even really sure how to communicate, let alone what. I guess as you'd say I'm kind of in hermit mode. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I've been in this place lately where I'm looking around at my life, which despite my best efforts to present to others as some masterpiece is nothing more than an old jigsaw puzzle missing half the pieces. And I'm looking at my finances drained, my job at risk, my loved ones missing from my life, feeling like even my own children don't want anything to do with me, and I can understand why. I don't understand why you still seem to. Though I feel like somewhere in this darkness, I'm coming to understand that you see things I can't, and that you always have. And I'm feeling like I need to be done acting like I know everything, acting like I've got all women figured out, acting like I have myself figured out for that matter. I really want to trust what you say is true, the good and the bad, though I admit I have a hard enough time trusting myself. And just like you told me when you cut me deep, seeing me treat others so disrespectfully is a gross way of revealing how much I disrespect myself. I'm thinking about some of the last few messages you sent. You have certainly played your bad guy role well enough, and I regret ever suggesting that any of my mess was your fault, or that any mistakes on your part could ever rival mine, because I'm looking at my life and feeling the burn of not being joined by any of my loved ones this last holiday, and seeing, in fact, that they joined and supported you. They did not just exclude me, they chose my divine feminine. That was a strange sort of enlightenment I had never expected, to be honest. I can see I was arrogant and prideful. And I admit I am struggling with feelings of envy and jealousy as you are surrounded by communities lifting you up, cheering you on. And I read your long messages about how I have messed up, which I already knew I was, but I was hiding from it. And I am torn because even when you cut me deeply like the Queen of Swords, you fill it with such realness and such love. It can only be from an empress, she who sits above the queens and shows me my reflection. And so as I lick my wounds and withdraw into my shell, I know I have some things to work on. Not some, many. And to be honest, I'm not sure where to begin. I feel like there's a part of me that says, stop feeling sorry for yourself, masculine, and just start. And like you've always told me, little steps are still steps. Just keep going. And I feel like there's a part of me that wants to run back to you. I cannot tell you, feminine, how many times I have had to get so creative to hold myself back. For I remember before our separation, the only thing that got me to leave was feeling like I wasn't good enough for you, and that you deserved so much better than my mess. So somehow, and I know only you could do this, somehow you've reached me in this infinite darkness and showed me that you appreciate the beautiful disaster that is me, and find me incomparable and imperfectly perfect. That you choose me for some strange reason I really don't know if I'll ever understand. You have so many options. I admit I am jealous. I spy on you and see that you get so much attention, and I have to calm myself and remind myself that you just have a lot of friends and a lot of people who adore you, and that they are probably not competition, though I also am aware that in leaving you, in telling you that's what I wanted, in creating this distance, that I have freed you to find yourself, and you have, and you love it, and it is addicting. It is enticing, it is alluring, and I fear that I will not be able to free myself from my own karmics and lessons and situations before some lucky guy finds out just how to get past your armor and get you to let him in. And then I feel like it's going to be right when the time is ready for me to begin proving myself to you, that I will finally have true competition and be faced with a shadow that I didn't want to face when I left, that I fear I'll never be good enough. I'm coming to realize also that when I started my engines and ran off, when I stayed time and time again, even though I told you it was not good and others told me I was stupid for staying in this situation, I realized that you're right. I run from genuine love, and that's why I cannot lay any roots where I am, and that I am a man who has become used to being lonely, even while surrounded by many. I'm not sure how to face that shadow. I'm not sure how to write the obituary to the old me so I can release him and embrace the new me, which is somehow also the old me that you met, and yet a new man that I've never been. I'm not sure how I'll get there, dear feminine, and I certainly won't ask you to wait, though I cannot deny that in my mind and in my heart you will be there when I finally figure out how to catch up to you.